So in the last video, we were talking about why you want to follow up. But I think there's 4 key things we should consider if you want to follow up like a professional. Now, these are things that we've done when we've made mistakes. Essentially, what we've done to change things, how we're getting a better open rate, a better conversion rate. And we use MailChimp, which is in the next video, to measure and analyze this. We use the analytics for open rates and click-through rates on our emails. Now, although we might send the bulk of our emails through, say, Pipedrive, we don't get the analytic reporting the same way we do through MailChimp. And so we use that for testing purposes, but then we really just send through Pipedrive. But anyway, to the point, if you want to follow up like a professional, I got 4 key tips for you. Number 1, don't use ChatGPT or any other AI tool to write the email for you. How you speak is exactly how you should be following up. If I were to use ChatGPT, I would have some posh British email that would go out and, spew off a load of rubbish that wouldn't reflect necessarily who I am. And so the point is to act like a human. If you talk a certain way, write the same way, people will know that it's not real otherwise. And quite honestly, it doesn't matter, if you're using ChatGPT or something similar and you get it to write an email for you, people will see through it. It's like reading posts on LinkedIn and you just look at it and go, Jesus, write it yourself. Come on, we can all see that you're using ChatGPT. It's terrible writing. So do it for yourself. Number 2, caps. Now, what I mean by caps is when you're writing your subject line, if you capitalize every other word, it's going to look bloody awful. It's going to look like you spent time curating every bit of it to send in mass. This is something that's personalized. Maybe you capitalize the very first letter. Sometimes we don't even do that. In fact, we found that by not capitalizing any of the subject line, it looks like we've just written the email and just sent it straight out, because anybody else that is spending so much time, pining over how every last detail should look would literally go through and capitalize every other letter on that email to make sure it's right in the subject line. Bin it off. Either put no caps whatsoever or put 1 at the very beginning and leave it at that. Number 3, keep it short and sweet. Now, it's a little contradictory because I talk bloody endlessly. I get that, but when I'm talking to a customer, I want to keep it very short and sweet. If I'm asking you for the order, that's what I'm going to ask you for. Hey, we've offered XXX. This seems to meet your needs, or you've told us pain point is X, Y, and Z. What can we both do to get this over the line? That's it. Short to the point. What can we both do to get this over the line? Then shut up and listen. If your customer says, well, we could do this, usually it means they need to do something. What we're doing is just really acknowledging that. The very last one, number 4, is ask relevant questions. Now that relates very much just to my last question. What can we both do to get this done for you? What I'm saying is, what are you going to do? Now, there are many questions you could, should perhaps ask, but keep it relevant. Ask something that's going to give you the answers you need. And sometimes the answer you need is for the customer to realize something. What can we both do? What can you do? Not what can I do? I've already given you the quote, and that's all I can do. At this point, it is only you that can sign it off. So when I ask, what can we both do? It really means, what can you do? And that's the point. Keep it to the point. Keep it short and sweet. Don't capitalize every other letter in your subject line, and talk like a human. Talk the way you talk now in your emails. Do exactly that. Nothing else. That's all you need. That's it for this video. The next one, we're going to jump over to MailChimp. Now, MailChimp, there's a lot to go through. So let's dive in and we'll start over there. I'll see you there.